Okay, everyone. So what we're moving into now is chapter 4, basic essay construction. So this is part 2 of unit 3. What we did do earlier, we read gate A4 and we reviewed the summary that was provided for that, and it showed us how we could do a 1-sentence summary. We read Langston Hughes' Salvation, and we went through summary writing, how we're doing the overall concept of a summary, or overall just the big synopsis of what's being talked about versus writing too much. Then we did, we read First They Came from the Jews, and we had some good synopsises of those. So all of these things we had we had summaries for. And what this is leading into is when you're writing an essay. And so since everyone's at very, very different levels, I want us today, we are going to do the most basic of essays in this class. The most basic. I'm going to show it to you shortly, but let's go through here. Now remember, these are super, super boring slide decks. What they are me just doing screenshots so that you know what I thought was important. That's all. So we're going to talk about them. All right, the introduction. Your essays all have an introduction. There are just a few main parts to your essay: the introduction, the body, and the conclusion. Body paragraphs can be so long, conclusions will be so long. But your introduction has a threefold. You want to introduce the topic of the essay. No one wants to not know what the heck you're talking about. So tell us what it is you're talking about. You want to catch the reader's interest and draw them in. And then you want to present the thesis statement. These 3 things are a requirement. They are absolutely a requirement. Let me tell you this. When you are writing an essay, you can forget to title it. You can forget to title it, okay? You are never going to get marked down unless that's something in a rubric that they give you, what the title is. Because the title should be the very last thing you even worry about. But you will get marked down. You will get a 0 if you don't have a thesis statement. That's the most important thing, because then I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about, so what's the point? So this is why I also have you guys doing race, because race restates the topic, right? What it is you're writing about, and then you answer it, so there is no confusion. And you want to make sure in your essay, in your intro, that you are doing that, because that's how we're hyper-focusing right now, okay? But you also are going to make sure you also put tag in there, correct? What's tag?
Title,
genre. Right. Okay, so introductions are very, very key. Introductions can cause a snooze fest or catch someone's interest right from the beginning. It's all about how you do it. So a couple of different ways, or a few different ways to do it. We've got background information, general to specific, anecdote, contrast, quote, surprising statement. Now, if you all have read your chapter, which I don't think you have, because I don't think I put it in there, it's just in the syllabus, right? This is for tonight, so you'll have it read before we come back to Wednesday's class. These are the different types of intros that you can do. So background, introduction, and these are all just screenshots, guys. All I do is screenshot the book, okay? I'm not about to waste any of my life expectancy doing any unnecessary typing anymore. And I used to do the cutest little power slide decks. I'm sick of this. Okay, so background information. This method gives your audience historical background information on the topic. That's gonna be for things you need to give historical background information on. If you don't need to give it, then why would you do that one, right? If we want to talk about the history of the button being made, then perhaps we want to go all the way back to where the first button came from, what it looked like. What kind of button did cavemen have? So you're going to give us the historical relevance of it. So one purpose is to draw the audience into the paper by including historical information about a current topic. Okay. Another purpose is to show that you are credible and knowledgeable about the topic being discussed. This is important. This is important because your credibility is everything. I think that we talked about the rhetorical triangle last class.
Yes.
Rhetorical triangle. It is literally a triangle, right? It is literally a triangle. It is the speaker up here, the speaker. I'm the speaker right now. There is a message I am trying to get across to my audience. The message is the value, the importance of the introduction. How I say it, how I give you that information, and is everything about how you're going to receive it. The author's tone sets the reader's mood. These things are, y'all have to be aware of, okay? So, you're credible. So in the rhetorical triangle, you want your speaker to be credible. If you can't trust that I know what I'm talking about, then are you gonna listen? That's a fact. Every last one of us right now, all of the situations, conversations with someone, it's all rhetorical triangle. Everything we talk about, everything we do is about the rhetorical triangle. It's the speaker, whoever that is, the message they're trying to get across, and how the audience, the listener receives it. So if you perchance, you happen to be my 29-year-old son who has an excellent job, makes excellent money working for American Airlines, right? And as soon as you get paid, you do everything but pay me, right? So you give me half the money you were supposed to pay me, and then don't pay a bill that you did in my name. So I gotta take the half of the money that you gave me to pay the bill. When you start talking about how you have these plans on what you're gonna do with your pay, am I listening to anything you have to say? Mama, I'm telling you, Mama. So this is what I'm gonna do, because you know what? Boy, shut up. So, another purpose is to show that you are credible. That particular child of mine is very credible, and anywhere I want to fly, I'm there for next to nothing. But I can't. Don't give me no reason why you got to borrow $10 from me today. You just got paid 2 days ago. Okay? So, this is important. So, here's an example. This one is historical. In the mid-20th century, so we're talking about the 1950s, 60s, like that, television replaced radio as America's main electronic device around which families would gather to spend time together. No longer did families have to just listen to their shows. Now they could watch news and other programs. Originally in black and white and primarily placed in living rooms, TVs now deliver shows in thousands of high-definition colors. So now you see the historical background, right? Where are they trying to go? Let's see. Television has many benefits because it is educational, it is entertaining, and it connects people. You all, that is actually the thesis statement, okay? This is the thesis statement. Television has many benefits because it is educational. That's a point. It is entertaining. That's point 2. And then it connects people, point 3. But they started it off historically, right? Giving us the background information of television. All right, so that's one. That's the first one. Let's go and look and see what the next one. General to specific. General to specific method is the most common type of introduction. Begin with a general opening statement and then funnel or narrow the introduction to the thesis statement. Because the thesis statement, it should always be like that last thing in the introduction, right? And that's like when you're talking to someone and you're telling, if you want someone to make a choice, you got a toddler and you want them to eat what you want them to eat. So you'll say, okay, do you want tater tots? Do you want the tater tots or do you want the bananas? Whichever is the last one you say is the one they want. That's the one you want them to get because that's what they're gonna take, right? And it's the same thing here. What do you want them to remember? That television has many benefits because it is educational, it is entertaining, and it connects people. But how you start it off is up to you. In America, just about everyone watches television. Whether it is to escape from reality or to learn something new, people are pressing the on button on the remote control and tuning in or jumping online to stream their favorite show. Individuals enjoy viewing a variety of TV programs, including fitness shows, sitcoms, and sporting events. Consequently, TV viewing has become a leisure activity for millions. Television has many benefits because it is educational, it is entertaining, and it connects people, okay? educational, the fitness shows, entertaining, sitcoms, connects people, could be the sporting events, right? All right, so do y'all see how it went from general? Everyone watches it, all the way down to very specific. That's another one. Okay, anecdote method. Now this is actually, so I have this one as a number one. I don't know if y'all noticed the different numbers on there. This is the order in which I use them. I will always tell a story. I don't know if y'all learned that yet, okay? I will tell a story, so I love the anecdote method. An anecdote is a brief story. That's all it is. Therefore, an anecdote introduction introduces the topic through a brief story that illustrates the topic, okay? That's all it does. Every day, Helen plops her 3-year-old son, Jeremy, in front of a television set to watch Sesame Street. I was one of the prisoners of that. Jeremy sits in rapture while the Muppets dance on screen, singing and talking in funny voices. Jeremy sings along with them, learning his alphabet and numbers as he does so. He watches the children on the show interact with the Muppets and the adults, and Jeremy learns about manners and behavior. Television has many benefits because it is educational, it is entertaining, and it connects people. Do y'all see they got the exact same thesis statement for every one of the different introductions? Okay, all right, we're going for another one. Okay, the contrast method. The contrast introduction is used, you summarize the opposite opinion of your own. You summarize it, short and sweet, you all, short and sweet, but you don't necessarily agree with the opposite opinion, you are only acknowledging it. You all, this is also considered a rebuttal. So when you are doing contrasting, like essays and things, you should always include a rebuttal. When you're arguing with people, you know that you do that because you'll be talking about exactly why all these people prefer nothing but cakes lemon, right? But you discovered that there are actually some people out there that prefer the lemon whenever it comes out, right? There's a rebuttal. You see? And people go, what? No, I just made that up. All right. So, you want to acknowledge it. It does not mean you're becoming best friends with it. You're not partnering with it. You're not getting married to it. You're just acknowledging that so that you can go on and tell why yours is better, okay? Some people believe television has many negative side effects. For example, people who watch it and do nothing else can become obese. Facts, right? Also, children can become desensitized to violence, and graphic images and foul language can negatively impact young adults. Additionally, television can waste too much time. However, television has many benefits because it is educational, it is entertaining, and it connects people. See, you all will get to figure out, or you should figure out, which way do you like it? Because if that's your way, you go for it, all right? Next, the quote method. This one, to begin an introduction, is to start with a quote. That's it. So a direct quote has quotation marks, and the attribution is you're saying who did it, right? So Langston Hughes in Salvation, in the short story Salvation by Langston Hughes, he states blah, 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 or, you know, I was, whatever, a quote. It's a quote, got it? That's needed, but an indirect quote, you'll summarize it, the main idea of the quote. So, I'm fussing with somebody about whether or not we should be having kids. And I'll sit there and say something like, well, my grandma always said oh my gosh, what did my grandmother always say? Lord, I done forgot what my grandma said because I got 3 kids, much to my dismay. But I love them whole, strike that, okay? I'll never say something like that. I love my babies. My grandmother used to say, blessed is the barren woman, okay? What does that mean? The woman who can't have kids is the most blessed of all. Okay, that's what she used to say. All right, settle down, grandma. All right, so indirect quote, that's a summary of it. Example, television, teacher, mother, secret lover. Homer Simpson once said in loving reference of his television set on an episode of The Simpsons. Truly, television has many uses, as he claims. Since the 1950s, what? They pulled some history up in here. America has taken advantage of television's usefulness, and its worth has only expanded. Today, television acts as not only teacher, mother, secret lover, but also as a workout instructor, a relaxation technique, a radio, and more. Television has many benefits because it is educational, it is entertaining, and it connects people. Do y'all know the thesis statement of this yet?
Yes.
Y'all got it? Okay, let's see what's next. Oh, the question method. Don't do this. Don't do this. I will wish that I could pull your paper from the computer, ball it up, then unball it, and tear it into pieces and ball them back up and throw it back at you. We are not in 4th grade. We are not. I don't care. Don't do this. Don't start it with a question. Don't. Do you like to watch TV? Many others do too. No. Well, what do you know? Don't do this. Do not. Don't make me mad. Don't do this.
0.
It is. It is. I will stop reading right then. I will stop reading. Listen, I can't. Y'all just don't know. I will stop. All right, surprising statement method. This one is to catch your reader's attention, is to begin your introduction with an unexpected or surprising fact or idea. Example. Over 9 million people tuned in to watch some portion of the 2012 3-hour funeral of R&B superstar Whitney Houston, with CNN setting a record with 5.4 million viewers, 10 times its normal Saturday viewership according to the Nielsen ratings. Millions sat transfixed in front of their TVs as a who's who list of entertainers paid tribute to Houston. From actor and bodyguard Kevin Costner to singer Alicia Keys, the famous all shared their personal stories about the Grammy Award-winning icon. Thanks to the power of TV, all who wanted to were able to be part of the service and join the 1,500 invited guests at the New Hope Baptist Church in Newark, New Jersey, to learn about Houston's roots, to cry, to laugh, and to remember a superstar. Television has many benefits because it is educational, it is entertaining, and it connects people. All right. Dun, 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 dun. Woo! Okay, y'all. So we're gonna do this little activity that's actually in the book, okay? Because we got that. We got all the different ways you can do it. Did anybody, before we even move on, did anybody like one in particular? Any particular way that was done? And so, hold on. Let me go back. There was background, general to specific, anecdote. So background gives like that historical information, right? General to specific, you start out with some general thing. Lots of people watch television, but then you narrow it down into what it's going into, and then you hit that thesis statement. Anecdote, tell a story. It could be hilarious, it could be just a little background info, but it's a story. Contrast, giving the negative first about it, or giving the opposing viewpoint first. Quote, give a direct quote that directly relates to it, or do a summarization, right? And then lastly, a surprising statement. So the surprising statement was actually the statistics for the Whitney Houston one, right? It was just like, whoa, those were some big numbers. Those were some big numbers. So anybody have any particular ones? Any particular one that stood out that they like, okay, I think I can do that. I might do that. You said surprise, and you said the second one, general to specific. You like general to specific? Yeah. Who else?
Contrast and the general one.
Okay, contrast. So we want to bring out the opposite and then tell them all the benefits of the choice you have. And what'd you say?
I want to say contrast another one too.
Okay, all right. Quote.
Sp26.
Okay, quote. Who said quote? Okay. So yeah, quote, cause you can relate it. You can, and when we do quotes, we explain what they mean, right? So there's a difference. And what'd you say?
Tell a story.
Okay, the anecdote. Yeah, that's mine. I talk in stories. That's my favorite. What?
Number 4.
Well, like, that's right, number 4. Contrast, okay, and the winner is, okay. What about you back there? Contrast, okay. I like that one too. I might use that a little bit more. Because I love to tell a story. I do. Alright, so now that we're looking at those, let's go back here. And this was just practice. I just put it in there because it said read the introduction below and then answer the following questions. Alright, so we're going to read it together. Maintaining an excellent credit rating is essential today, not only for receiving good rates on mortgages or car loans, but also for getting a job. Before companies hire someone, they check the potential employee's credit rating. If the rating is good, then the hiring process may continue. However, if the credit rating is poor, many employers will not hire a person regardless of their stellar educational background, their outstanding skills, or their impeccable references. Consequently, individuals must know their credit score, guard against identity theft, and live within their means. Okay, so we're at a nice little intro right there. The above introduction is an example of which introduction method. Is it historical background? Is it general to specific? Or is it surprising statement? You guys don't yell it out, don't yell it out, don't yell it out. Think about it. Take about 30 seconds and think about it, and then talk to your neighbors before we kind of come up with it, okay? Go. 30 seconds. Pinky. Okay, y'all ready to talk to each other? Talk. What hard?
I would go for general. Which one is like well, because general, because it's not really going back on time for historical. It's not, and there's no dates on it. And then for ship pricing, there's nothing that you're like, oh, I did it. Yeah, it's pretty like normal. So it just says something maintains a credit and excellent credit rating, and it's essential for today. I thought that works pretty good as well to use. Yeah, it's not really overcomplicated. It's pretty, it just gives you like a little fact or something to know about the, kind of like the uses or the main topic.
No, you did not shrug your shoulders, man. You got a whole group of people to share information with. What on earth?
We all agree on the same thing, so.
Okay. All right, by a show of, hold on, cause y'all know my son bought me that one ticket, that one long ticket to Bruno Mars, right? He bought me one ticket. He didn't buy it cause I guess I can't no friends go with me. I'm by myself. All right, by a show of pinkies to the moon. Okay. How many of y'all say historical background? For the audience right there, they said 0. Why?
There's no dates on there, there's nothing going back on time.
There's nothing going back on time. Okay, agree? All right, pinkies to the moon, general to specific. What? How the whole class gonna agree? Were y'all looking at what each person, somebody else was saying, or did y'all talk about it or something? Just talked about it? Why? Defend your answer. Everybody, defend your answer. What tells you that?
It's not surprising.
It's definitely not surprising. Come on, something else.
It's kind of like a fact or something more.
Well, it's general to specific. What's the purpose of general to specific? What does that do?
Basically,
Narrow down the main idea.
Yeah, starts wide and then goes in. So maintaining an excellent credit rating is essential today, right? That's what it's saying. Not only for receiving good rates on mortgages or car loans, but for also getting a job. So it looks like they took that information, the last one, and is what they added information in about, right? But then at the end, you could have gotten rid of that and you could have said maintaining an excellent credit rating is essential today. Not only for receiving good rates on mortgages or car loans, but also for getting a job. Consequently, individuals must know their credit score, guard against identity theft, and live within their means. Right? So you could have taken all of that out. Or they could have talked a little bit about each one. But they didn't. So, okay. So it started out general and went to, good job, y'all. And we defended it. So according to the thesis statement, what 3 points would be developed in the essay? 1, give me a point. What 3 points? There are 3 points, you find one of them. According to the thesis statement.
So many describe good so many describe good idea for potential.
Hold on. Let's go back. Someone first tell me the thesis statement.
I think I know.
Okay.
Consequently, individuals must know their credit scores, guard against identity theft, and live within their means.
Okay, so this is an introduction, remember? And where should your thesis statement always be?
At the end.
At the end of it, right? Not at the end of the essay. At the end of the introduction. As you progress and move on, and that's not 1301, and it probably ain't 1302. Do you understand? As you progress and move on is when you can move around how you do it, but we are writing basic essays, we are learning composition. So your thesis statement has to be at the end of your intro. Got it? If your professor has to look for it, then you get a 0. I'm not about to go search. Not near one of us is gonna go search for something when we've already told you where to put it. Because this is basic writing, okay? Basic writing. All right, so according to the thesis statement, which is consequently, individuals must know their credit score, guard against identity theft, and live within their means. Give me one of the 3 points. Help your neighbor.
Credit score?
Okay. What is it about their credit score?
They must know it.
Right, so one paragraph, that's what we're gonna learn.
Right.
One paragraph is gonna be about, or one body is gonna be about individuals must know their credit score, right? What's another body paragraph probably gonna be about?
Guard against their identity.
Exactly, and the last one?
Live within their means.
Living within your means. Okay, so this essay is gonna be about maintaining excellent credit, focusing on these 3 points, okay? Focusing on these 3 points. All right. So, body paragraphs. Body paragraphs follow the introduction. A traditional, so this is really what the big difference is between the old book. So I went and, amazingly enough, I said I couldn't find it. It was sitting right in my bedroom next to my bed. This is the old book. The biggest difference between it is the wording 5-paragraph essay versus basic essay. Got it? That's really what it was, because the words 5-paragraph essay are really frowned upon because essays don't have to have 5 paragraphs. They literally could be 3 paragraphs. They could be 8 paragraphs. They could be 20. They could be 6. Got it? So that's the big change. So an academic essay can have as few as 1 body paragraph, but it still has an intro and a conclusion, correct? And as many as you need to write what you are trying to communicate. So you all, our pet peeve as professors is people going, how long? How much we gotta write? You have to communicate effectively what you're trying to say. And you can communicate that effectively, possibly in one body paragraph. But I also told you that paragraphs can be 3 to 5 sentences, 5 to 7 sentences, 7 to 9 sentences, 9 to 12, like that. Do you understand? Communicate effectively what you're trying to say. So if you are so quick to knock it out because you just want to be done, well, she said it can have as few as 1, but you don't actually communicate what needed to be said, then you lose. You will not get the grade you thought you were going to get just by doing that. So what I'm working on, what all of us are working on, is quantity. I'm sorry, not quantity, quality. It's quality. Whew, my goodness, I can't believe I said that. We're working on quality. Did you say what you were trying to say? Did you, the speaker, the writer, the author, get your message to me, the reader, the way you should have, the way you wanted to? Got it? So don't ask me how long. And a matter of fact, it really upsets me when I write down 350 minimum like this. It's because I know that there's always somebody that's gonna do 4 sentences and turn it in, and they'll be like, but you ain't say, I don't have time for this, we too grown for this. F. So, the body paragraphs are the meat of the essay, okay? I love this. How many body paragraphs you will need will depend on the rhetorical situation in which you are writing, okay? The rhetorical situation, the directions from your instructor, the style of writing. So, paragraphs are the meat. That's where we get all the information from. Let's see. Each body paragraph is about one topic only, and these topics come from the thesis statement. Develop only one point in a body paragraph. That keeps you organized. You all do not try to do multiple points in a paragraph. It's exhausting. Just do one. While we're learning, while we're relearning, while we're reviewing the things that some of us went to school a while back ago. Got it? Let's practice doing it simple. You are not in a contest. The only person you're in competition with is yourself. And I promise you, you ain't got to do all that. Just do what I say, okay? All right, body paragraphs are made up of 3 parts: the topic sentence, the supporting sentences, and the concluding sentence, okay? Topic sentence introduces the topic of the paragraph, which is one of those topics, right? That came from where? The thesis statement. It's 3 of them. 3 of them. So that kind of almost indicates that you would do about 5 paragraphs, right? Depending on what you're doing it, because each body paragraph. But y'all, it does not mean that it's got to be this big. It's just clarifying your point. Okay, supporting sentences are things that pull it up or bring it all together, and then the concluding sentences, which it just it restates it. It just kind of says, I said what I said. It brings it all together. So here's an example. Television has many benefits because it is educational, it is entertaining, and it connects people. So first, this is just how they kind of shows you. First, that's the transition. Television has many benefits. So here we are, we're working on our thesis. I'm sorry. Many benefits because it is educational. So here's the topic, right? Moreover, that's another transition. So you don't want to just say, television has many benefits because it is educational. Television is beneficial because it is entertaining. Television is beneficial because it connects people. No, you want to connect them with transitions to make it go smooth. So first, television has many benefits because it's educational. You don't have to go and say second. No, use a different type of transition and say it's the second one. Moreover, additionally, television is beneficial because it is entertaining. Lastly, finally, television is beneficial because it connects people. Do you see how they were able, and so these are different paragraphs. This would be the topic sentence for each body paragraph. So you're gonna find things that go with this. because it is educational. So what are the benefits? And they're gonna give you benefits. Got it? What are the why is it beneficial in the entertainment? They're gonna give you those. And then lastly, beneficial because it connects people. You're gonna see those in the chapter. Got it? I didn't feel the need to put that part in there because you guys still need to read it. I really summed it up, highlighted the little bits for you, but you all are still gonna read it. Okay, concluding sentences. This is just about concluding sentences, but I liked it because conclusions, and I'm not giving you the conclusion here. That's not in the slide deck yet, but television's educational benefits are vast, so it's saying television has a lot. This is a restatement. The conclusion simply needs to mirror the introduction thesis statement, but these are the concluding sentences for all three paragraphs. So television's educational benefits are vast. This is a restatement of, first, television has many benefits because it's educational. So vast is another way of saying many, which is another way of saying a lot, all right? Television has so many ways it can entertain, and entertainment is a boon to everyone. It's a restatement of, moreover, additionally, television is beneficial because it's entertaining. And then television is a connector among people. Lastly, television is beneficial because it connects people. Note how they just changed it? That's literally how they did the topic sentence with the concluding sentence is literally how you do your conclusion for your paper. You mirror the introduction, the thesis statement. I need to put right here, topic sentence, got it? You just mirror that. You do it for every paragraph. So we know you're done with that topic and you're moving on to the next one, okay? And so, that was it for that. But now here's what I'm gonna give you. You guys, I'm gonna give you you are gonna do the saddest, sorriest, sweetest little 7th grade assignment, okay? You all are gonna do things I wish my professor knew, okay? So I used to do this with my 7th graders, and then I did it with my 9th graders, and I've been doing it with my college students, but you all are the first ones that I'm actually giving you the 7th grade version, okay? I'm not giving you, normally every semester they do an introductory essay. I didn't give you that. I'm giving you all the 7th grader one, okay? So I'm gonna read mine, and you guys are literally going to mimic it, okay? And this is just showing a basic essay, all right? And it's 5 paragraphs. Look how tiny the paragraphs are, all right? Things I wish my students knew. We all go through things. Some we share and some we don't. Everyone can't see what's going on in our head. If you could see in my head, you would know 3 things I wish my students knew. I wish they knew that no matter what happens during the day, no matter how rough class gets, when the day is over, it's over. I start fresh with them every day. I don't hold grudges and I don't hold you back. Life is a learning experience and I hope that you learn something from everything. I wish they knew that I never thought that I liked children. That I discovered that not only do I like them, I love them. And because I love them, they become my babies for the rest of their lives. Because I love them, I know they can do great things. I know they will do great things. I know that the world is theirs for the taking. I just wish they knew it too. I wish my students knew that they are hilarious and crack me up every day. I wish they knew that sometimes I have to leave the class in order to not be seen laughing at something they should not have done. I could probably think of many more things that I wish my students knew about me, but it's not necessary. What is important is that they now know each day is a new day with me. I really do love them, and they keep me laughing. So that is my 7th grade things I wish my students knew. And you guys got it, and I just changed it a little bit for you all. I said things I wish my professor knew, okay? And you all are gonna do this, and this is the world's most simplest, most basic essay. Got it? Look at how you can just write on there, okay? Oh, you can just write on there. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. So I want you to do this, but then next class, I want you to type it, okay? So when I put it in there, which I'll probably put in there tomorrow for you all, then you can type it, but you know you're gonna get rid of these. I really feel like I should have you do that when we come back. I will have you do it when we come back. You all just need to write it, okay?
So you're gonna give us a copy to take home and we write it down?
Yep, you got everything. You got everything. Y'all got A4, right? Y'all got a big old salvation, right? What else did y'all get? Did y'all get any other poems or anything? Or we just read one? Oh, you got that for salvation to help you?
For salvation.
Okay. 3 and 4 of them. Yep, everybody's getting one. And then I just have to do attendance in a minute.
So this, all this is done by,
It's whatever you wanna do. You can cross stuff out. It's whatever. Okay, let me do attendance. Let me turn this off. After I do attendance, then we are done for today, okay? And everything will be in tomorrow during my 6th period is when I'll put it in,